is there a part that you feel like that was a little bit of your own color too? Like Tim's color, Tim's personality?
I think so, because, I mean, I guess that's the one review that I've gotten from a lot of the people, where that I had a color that nobody really could, or nobody really had, which was probably, a mixture of just me being me,
Yeah.
But I mean, it's kind of hard for me to say it with my own mouth, but definitely there's an innocence that I try to portray within the character, which I kind of expressed through Oribody. Like, there was a sense of him just being so innocent about everything and naive. And in that, you kind of you grow liking to Kang Dong-soo, and I think that's what kind of came out of me. Like, I'm not one to know everything, and you just kind of stumble on things, and when you do it right, you do it right. But there's a lot of times when you do it wrong, and it's just part of life. So
that's true.
I think that's what kind of came out a lot through this character. So.
What was your favorite part in the movie? I'm sure the singing. That just comes natural for you.
Oh yeah, the singing. I mean, honestly, I don't want to brag too much about this musical, but this musical it's probably one of the best musicals I've seen that was written in Korea.
Wow.
Everything's written by Korean composer, Korean writer, and just the way that they wrote it, the music, and how it just draws just how it meshes in with the script. It was just awesome. And the music, I love it. Yeah, man.
Really?
When I sang it.
Your favorite liner, just give us one liner. Give us that one liner singing.
There will be one line with, I mean, this is the climax song,
Okay.
but 조금만 더 기다릴까 잠시 후면 지나갈 텐데 난 그냥 우연히 지나다가 그냥 우연히 서 있는 거야. Like, that's pretty much one of the songs that we sing.
I'm getting goosebumps right now.
So there was one, that's like the main song where the teacher wanted to confess his love to the other teacher, but she kind of broke his heart.
That was the role Chun Do-yeon played?
Chun Do-yeon would be Hong Yeon-i.
Okay. Oh, she was
Lee Mi-yeon was the
okay.
other actress who actually played the other teacher in the movie.
I see.
Who's another famous actress, yes.
Now, because I know with most musicals, you become family with the characters and the cast and everything. So you must be, it must be a whole new family gathering for you when you see these people work with these people.
I think that's one big 매력 of being in a part of a musical or any kind of 작품, or whatever, whenever you work with people. 그런 정이 들고,
Right.
It's kind of hard to express that in English, but and so within that, definitely a friendship, new friendships and stuff. And there was actually one that, it's even to a point where we got so close that even a scandal blew up.
Oh,
yeah, with me and the other main actress. And so there was talks about that, but all that said.
But yeah, tell us, that's my later questions, but let's talk about that. So tell me what happened, what happened with that?
I mean, ultimately, when you're working together, you definitely get close,
Sure.
and especially as your 상대배역, you have to spend a lot of time together, just within the dialogue and understanding each other's character.
Of course.
And I think people just kind of maybe misunderstood, and there's definitely a cultural difference when, coming from the Western side, definitely be more just like, hey, what's up, and
What's
being,
up,
hugging,
friends? Yeah.
hugging and stuff like that. I guess maybe people might have misunderstood that, but, she's still a great 동생 of mine, and we go to church together, and she comes to the same services, and I meet up with all the other members also at the same time. So, and it's just another.
Yeah. But that must be kind of difficult because Tim, I will say straight up, as like your friend Nuna figure, you're a very handsome, guy, very handsome guy. So anybody pretty or remotely kind of, attractive girl next to you, they must always, have to say, oh, is Tim dating this person? Is Tim dating this person? How do you handle that?
Definitely. It's so flattering. One end, even being in that kind of spotlight, being liked is just such a blessing.
Just being talked about.
Yeah,
right?
it's such a blessing. But at the same time, I don't want to say that it's hard, but there's things that I need to also do to make sure that I'm doing it right within the relationships, with the friendships that I have. Because I tend to, I'm closer to a lot more girls than I am than guys. I definitely have a lot of brother friends, a lot of guy friends, but at the same time, it's just weird. I guess I just mesh more, or I just connect more with the female figures, I guess, or friends in my life. And so, yeah, there's probably a lot of misunderstanding sometimes, but definitely. I just want to, it's just flattering in the end. I'm just thankful, man.
Well, of course, we'll get to this question later too, but probably growing up with all brothers, huh?
Oh yeah, that probably had a big influence on me.
Yeah.
I've always wanted nunas, you know, being a 5-boy family. We have all 5 boys in our family, but I'm number 4, so I have 3 older brothers.
Wow.
So always having the older brother, but not the older sister, kind of being jealous of those who have that. Probably ties into a little bit of why maybe I'm closer to women than not, I guess.
I think if you were even an older brother to a younger sister, you'd be a very strict older
Oh
brother.
man, she had no life. She would have no life.
Now, because we were talking about musicals earlier, now I do know that wasn't your first musical. You had a musical, I think, in 2008 called Jesus, Jesus.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that musical.
Yeah, so that was actually my first musical experience in Korea. Jesus, Jesus, of course, you know, self-explanatory. It's about Jesus. And because I'm a Christian also, I definitely thought of this opportunity as such a, oh man, it was almost I was more scared than anything because it was such a big, you know, character. How can I portray Jesus?
Yeah, how can you play Jesus?
Yeah, that's like...
Let me study him.
That's like blasphemous, like, you know? I'm just need to be careful, you know?
Right,
But at the same time, definitely, in the opportunity and the faith that God has given me, you know, it was just, let's do it. And through that, you know, I got to work with great, you know, 선생님s like 윤복희 선생님 and just working and learning and learning Korean, but it's biblical Korean, so like holy moly, like
that's really
I was
tough.
stumbling over myself, but somehow I got through it.
God was there helping you.
Yeah, it was by His grace, no doubt about
You're
that.
playing the role of my son. You better
Exactly, you better play it right.
Now, what kind of songs would Jesus, Jesus sing?
Oh man, what songs did he sing?
Do you recall any of them?
I recall just the one, like, because he calls him Father, it was a prayer, so it was like, Abba, Abba, but I don't remember the melody actually, but it was, you know, the prayer at Gethsemane when he was praying to God before he went onto the cross. There was this one song that they actually wrote particularly that season for me.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they didn't have that before because before it was actually 차인표 선배님 who played the part of Jesus Christ, and so they made a particular prayer song, for that particular season, and so it was. I mean, that was awesome too. I forget. I mean, there wasn't that many songs that I actually sang as Jesus. It would have kind of been weird.